Sound, yes, sound. Good call. Thanks for the heads up. So like I was saying, before I was so generously interrupted. Yeah, my bad. Um, yeah, forgot to set my settings before I started the stream. So, um, yeah, we're gonna forego the first normal minute of silence, and here we are a minute in already, and I haven't really said much of anything. We're at towards the end of this contract. It's June 4th. The contract ends on the 18th. We don't currently have any missions on the docket, although that could change this coming Monday. We're mainly going to be concentrating on doing repairs. I think, at least for the first part of this mission, and tonight's session, not mission. And then after that, we might be traveling to our next destination, wherever that may be. Because I don't normally look at the contract market while I'm mid-contract. I know it's possible to stack up contracts one after another, but I prefer to fly by the seat of my pants, I guess, and not do that. So yeah, we've got a right torso here that needs a veteran to replace it, or possibly more than one. But we're going to do the best we can on 7s, which is not great, but it's what we got. Okay, failed there. I guess we can, I guess we'll try again. How bad is that leg? Down to 13. Actually, it's a 2-day job. Let's go ahead. I guess we'll start on that. We'll have our full-time tech doing arms and legs and whatnot. We'll have B knock that out, and we'll have our green tech do the reloading. So that's one more thing off of our plate. Hunchback in pretty rough shape, missing both of its arms. Again, I'm gonna wait until a veteran tech is available to try and knock that out. Meantime, we'll do what we can to give our techs the necessary XP that they need. This is why I'm switching back and forth between these techs. I'm giving the big jobs to the one with less XP and the little jobs to the one that's closer to leveling. And right now we're really just doing armor. We don't have any jump jets for the trebuchet. Also, the guillotine and the archer needs sensors. We'll order a 3rd and check on the time frame for that. Again, we'll order a 3rd. And the command center is where we find out how long it's. All right. 59.3. It takes a day. Forgot. All right. So wish we would have thought of that yesterday, but that's on me. So we've got these 10-minute jobs. We'll give those to Veronica Hurst because she's closer to going up. I think I'm going to draw the line at probably 45. Well, a little moot now. All right, any more repairs or reloading for our green tech to do? We could do that on a 6th, but I don't think we want to take that chance. I'm not going to bother with the machine guns or the SRM2, because honestly I prefer those to be a little lower on the ammo. LRM20s, however, we definitely want those topped off. And I don't think we're going to take a chance on a 7 with a green tech. Not when an LRM20 is on the line. Get to that in a minute. not taking a chance on an 8. And reload that. Engine, we want to spend a lot of time on that. We'll probably have a regular tech work on that because that'll be a 4+. And then we've got one green arrow tech. Who needs 7s for pretty much everything, almost everything. All right, you can start that. Oh, I had almost forgot. I should say forgotten. I was gonna shout out some people when I started the stream, but obviously the start of the stream went a little wonky. We have Zayaga joined the Discord, and I had remember that name from earlier when they subscribed to the Twitch channel. Speaking of the Twitch channel, we do have some new subscribers. We've got Artemis Angel 55 and Manstroke Mole, so welcome to the party. Glad you could join us. Hope you're enjoying this content that I'm putting out, because I feel like it's the kind of content that can be a little hard to find out there. So hope everyone's having a good night or time, or appropriate to whenever you're watching this. And I think we're about to advance the day. See what happens. Okay, we did maintenance on the Hunchback. It remains quality D. We've lost some armor quality and life support and an actuator and a heatsink. So not terrible, but could definitely be better. Wouldn't mind if Lark was actually a better tech, but more importantly, he needs to be a better pilot. Snyder, hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us. So yeah, we've been doing some repairs. We've got 2 more days until our next mission rolls. So that's going to be interesting. We did most of the repairs we had set up. We've still got a few things we can knock out real quick. Actually, kind of rather have this leg on first. Yeah, glad it's going well for you. Hope it's going well for everyone tonight. Obviously, everyone all the time. Hope everything's going well. Yeah, sorry if this is a little tedious, and I know it can be, but this is what I've had requested as far as the content I produce, so I'm happy to oblige. That was a bigger job than she should have done. She should have been doing the little jobs. We don't need a 3 on that. We'll take a 5. Sure. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and reload those. Oh, we cannot reload those, actually. Oh yeah, we had parts that we were going to check on. I'm gonna order 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be right. Yeah. Okay, so the parts that we've got coming in. Okay, Hikari Ono, mech sensors in 3 days, 4 days, 3 days. Okay, so that's gonna be 3 days until we have 2 of those. And the jump jets in 2 and 4 days. So we'll be able to get those fixed. Ammo is gonna be obviously a little bit longer. Nothing doing there, nothing doing here either until we've got a veteran we could have working on that. The Blackjack needs some work. For Nida, ooh, maybe I should have done a 4 on that one. That's lasting damage. And the rifleman, I guess Veronica start on that. Thunderbolt needs a head, or a head repaired because it's not at max. Have Jacoby start on that. Have Halima start on that. I know I'm not doing a very good job of optimizing my technician XP, but an attempt was made. So we've got a right leg in, we got some armor in. Left torso on the blackjack is going to be another day. Left leg on the rifleman is fixed. Nice. Head is going to be another day or possibly 2. Wasn't paying attention. Halima failed to get the armor on the Thunderbolt. The left arm on the archer and the left leg on the archer are going to be another day at least. The LRM 20 is fixed on the archer. Rifleman customization in, what is that, 2.5 weeks, give or take. And we've got some LRM ammo coming in starting tomorrow, at least. First, looks like 4 tons or so are going to be here tomorrow. Oh, 45 and 45. I love it when that works out. We'll have B doing anything over 60 minutes, I think. Green Tech, obviously. Well, hold on. We weren't going to reload the machine gun or the SRM2 because we like those ammo bins to be as empty as possible. Take a chance on an 8 for a cockpit. They're kind of expensive, but I don't want. I have more important things for my veteran to be doing. Left torso is down by 6 points. Yeah, we'll take the 4 on that. How about this? That's also a 4. Yeah, we'll start that as well. And then I guess our green tech. Not going to be replacing a head, that's for sure. Is that a 6? No, we were going to have a regular doing that. I think our green tech is going to be taking the day off. I don't think I have any work for her. That's in progress. I mean, I could reload those bins. It's not even worth XP, it's so easy though. I mean, might as well. Oh, no, I want to save those for better tag. All the armor, head, LRM 20 on a 7. I don't think so. Alright, yeah. I guess we're done for this day. Making it Sunday, so we've got one more day for repairs before we might have our first mission. 4 tons of LRM 10 ammo has arrived, a jump jet, and... Oh. Sorry, 2 tons of LRM 10 ammo, 5 tons of LRM 20 ammo. We did get the left torso fixed on the blackjack. I was a little worried about that. The head and the cockpit are going to be a little while. Left torso fixed on the archer, nice. Left leg fixed on the archer, nice. Left arm is going to be a little while. Did not get the left leg on the Mark III archer. Rifleman is going to be, again, another 2.5 weeks, give or take. So this archer really needs a leg. And I'm not going to be able to get a better roll than a 7 with the techs we have. So, get started on that, and hopefully if we do have a mission, it'll be towards the end of the week, and we'll be able to get some of those on, and get the Archer Mark III on the field, because I really like that mech as a fire support mech, especially now that we have a pilot with a specialization in missiles. I think all the rest of this veteran work. Not quite. That's all in progress or waiting. That's veteran work. That's veteran work. Trebuchet is low priority. Head, hopefully by tomorrow in the cockpit as well. This guy actually gonna be a backup mech, so he's low priority as well. The guillotine. I love guillotines. I really do. They're such a great 70-ton mech. It's got. I love the weapon mix. I love how armored it is. I love how maneuverable it is for a mech its size. Can we 6? It's more than half of its points. I think I'd rather wait. We might have to put it in mothballs. New scenario chase will occur on the 10th in 2 days. All right. Personnel market updated. We've got some autocannon 10 field gunners. Do we need autocannon 10 field gunners? We have 2 there, and 1 there. Yeah. I feel like we could do a heavy lance of light field gunners. Start expanding, maybe start a 3rd lance so we could have like an assault, a heavy, and a medium, or an assault, heavy, light, or something like that. Wait, no. Not what I meant to do. I meant to change the icon in preparation for them having an extra squad with them. Because yes, we are going to hire you. And that means we have to then find you. That was autocannon 10 field gunners. And that's these guys. So we're going to make the elite soldier a sergeant because that's how we roll. And then everyone else is going to be a private. Okay, for some reason I'm having a hard time dragging my mouse. So, help if I use shift and not caps lock. You guys are all privates. We'll add that unit here. And then just because I'm a little OCD about this kind of stuff, we have to arrange it this way. The heaviest at the top. But can we deploy a light lance of heavy field gunners? I mean, yeah, we could conceivably a light lance with like 3 platoons of autocannon 20 and 10 field guns. Might be a step that we take in between having 2 lances and 3 full lances. So I know you're joking and all, but the answer is yes. Alright, Rifleman's still going to be over 2 weeks out. We've got 2 days now to repair stuff. We've got an archer with no arm. We've got an archer with no arm and no leg. Hopefully we get those on in the next day or so. 1 light nuke. Yeah, some Davy Crockett infantry. Alright, who can we have put that arm back on in 2 days? Penny, I don't think has the full time. Let me just check on that. MekTech, Penny, should be spending 360 minutes a day. So that's what, 360, 720. Not quite 920. That would be 3 days to have Penny on it. Perhaps we could. Who can we perhaps reassign some of her mechs to? Oh, mech text. Okay. Did that wrong. We just hover here. Okay, the Cronus and the Wolverine. This Wolverine. Just temporarily gonna be. Well, I say temporarily, but I'm probably not going to remember to change it back. So Halima is now completely occupied with maintenance. Excuse me. And that means that she should be able to knock out this arm in 2 days, or 3 days, which is 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we should be in the green. Thunderbolt is going to be on the list forever. Okay, so aside from the 2 archers and the hunchback, which are being worked on, we should have everything ready to go for this next mission. Speaking of which, what does this mission look like? Chase attackers. So we're the ones being chased? Yes. Our objective is to reach the south edge with at least half of our lands plus a wasp. And the enemy is bringing, quite a long list. Okay, so the foot platoon I'm less worried about. That's Mariana's lands, which is currently the Orion, the Wolverine, and both archers. So pretty slow moving lance. Versus the Panther's going to be more maneuverable, the Phoenix Hawk is going to be more maneuverable, Wasp, the Wolverine, the Trebuchet are all going to be more maneuverable, the Hermes, cover tanks, even the Vedette I think is a 5/8, right? The Hunchback we might be able to get away from. But other than that, we're going to be pretty badly outmaneuvered, I'm afraid. And also they have 12,000 points to our 6. This might be another case where we deploy the Tonga's Lance as reinforcements, although per the rules, our reinforcements would be arriving on the edge that we're trying to reach, so they wouldn't be deploying on the same side as us. There would be some travel time once they got on the map. But that's in 2 days, and we've got some repairs to pray for. We did not get the right arm on the archer, and at this point, don't know if we're going to be able to. We could take a chance on an 8, but it's unlikely. That's 40%. I really don't like going into battle on arms short, as I'm sure does everyone. Oh, okay. Hey, I got some actuators for me, please. Chris. Got the laser in on a 7, nice job. Got the armor on, and then don't need a 4 on that one. We need that done yesterday. Heavy nuke. Heavy nuke would probably do the job for us as well. Man, oof, that's... Lark, I was not able to get your arms on. I think I might have to hold you back from this battle. I'll tell you what, if we can get the left arm on, we'll go into battle with 1 arm. but I'm not going into battle with no arms. Alright, battle is today, deploy a force, 5 tons of armor. Failed to get the right arm on the archer, failed to fix the armor on the archer. Did get one of the arms on the Mark II archer, and we got the left arm on the hunchback. My arms. Need those to eat my crab rangoons. And where would you be eating those crab rangoons? A little place called Cowtown? Or am I misremembering? Alright, so the hunchback. Now fairly complete except for one arm. Yeah. Called it. Alright, we got that on. Gonna need 2 of those, really. We should never be short on actuators. They're just so easy to get. Can we do it on a 7? I knew we were pushing our luck. Can we do it on an 8? Probably not, but worth a try. It's worth another try. Can we do it on a 7 with our green tech? Yes, we can. All right. So we're short 1 actuator. And we've got some damage to the left arm, but otherwise complete. This archer is missing an arm. Hunchback is missing an arm. Thunderbolt is complete. All right, let's see how many times we have to start this mission before we get everything right. So we're bringing 8 mechs, they're bringing, what is that, 12, 4, 8, 12. 16 units plus infantry. Some of them are tanks though. 5, 6, 7, 8 tanks. So 8 tanks, 8 mechs, and some infantry. Alright, we have a reroll. Do we want to use it? It's going to be a heavy urban fortress city in the daylight, clear, calm weather. Do we want to use our reroll to open up the map a little bit? Or do we want to use it to diminish the light a little bit, give us a better chance of survival? Alright, so it looks like we're automatically deploying according to our speed. Except for you, you should be round 9. Actually, lance leaders should have abilities, or skills I should say. Pedro has, does not have strategy. So Mariana's lance is gonna be arriving by speed. Tonga's lance does have strategy on the leader. So will be arriving 1 turn faster than their speed would normally allow. Let me just jot down some quick notes. So we've got 36, 46, 23, and 39. And you can call me a dinosaur if you want. It's quick and it's easy and it's effective. All right, so that was 23 needs to be arriving a turn earlier than speed, which would be 8. And I don't want to view, I want to configure. Deployment. Going to be round 8, speed +1, and we're deploying from the south. Let's see, that was 23. We've got 36, should be 4 + 1 is 5. So should be deploying on round 7. Likewise from the south. 39 is a speed 5 mech, +1 is 6. From 12 is 6. And the Cronus is speed 6. +1 is 7. From 12 is 5. So he is actually deploying really early, or she, excuse me. Wasp, I honestly, speed 7, round 5, yeah, that's right. Let's see if maybe there's any enemy SPAs we need to be worried about. Small pilot, not so much. Gunnery ballistic normally has a prerequisite, but I'll let it slide because the striker doesn't even have any ballistic weapons. And then Saklain Hussein has Terrain Master Mountaineer and Natural Aptitude, which is a no-go. So I think that looks right. Wait, what is PA? We've got pain resistance on the Wasp. All right. So our map is going to look most likely something like this. So with clear avenues of approach, fair amount of crossing over. Geez, this is a long map. It's going to take us forever to get up here. We could alternately hub. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, a little more twisty, a little more turny, a little more jump jet favorable. Yeah, I don't think we want a hub. I think we go none. I don't feel like that's a shift of 1 spot. So we're gonna leave it at grid, and I tell you what, we will dusk dawn, because I think, and let me double check here. I think we've got better pilots than them for the most. Oh, got a 1-4 in that Wasp. I've got a 2-4 in the Vedette. Other than that, got a couple 3s, but everyone else is 4, 5, and 6. I think a light impediment would benefit us more than them. And we might as well have a little fun with it. That is very Rasselhog. All right. Okay. Local forces is the turrets. I was not thinking. All right, so we got some camo picked out. And we're deploying on like round 6 or whatever, so the first 5 rounds really don't count. Clicking merrily away. I think they had stuff deploying on round Probably 5 or 6 as well. Okay, that might be a little much zoomed out, but so we've got, looks like 4 main avenues of approach. Tom, Dick, Harry, and John, I guess. Starting with the Cronus and the Wasp. We'll put the Cronus, I guess, here. Oh, and the wait. Okay, so our reinforcements deploy from the south. Okay. Yeah, you are just going to maybe sprint. I mean, it gives you the same movement bonuses running 7 because you're sprinting 10. But it gives me a little more distance, which I'm not planning on shooting. Alright, you sprinted, you cannot fire. You likewise sprinted. What do they need to hit you? 10s and 12s. I mean, it's not ideal, but we get a little lucky. Alright, we've lost initiative, so we deploy first. Got the Wolverine and the Blackjack both deploy, or no, the Blackjack is deploying to the south. We'll just, I guess continue that. Oh, wait, no. Misclick. My bad. Deploy. And we'll have the Wolverine start there. Start pinging that Phoenix Hawk probably. We'll start by sprinting with the people we know are gonna sprint. All right. So the Phoenix Hawk has decided to square off against the Wolverine. The Wolverine, not terribly suited to a close range engagement. The large laser is definitely more potent than the autocannon 5 at a range of 1 hex. The 2 medium lasers should even out, but he's got 2 machine guns and I've got an SRM-6, so I feel like I've got an edge there. Also, we're bigger and heavier and better armored and have better heat sinks. Oh, they also have a Wolverine. And he is on my 6. Well, no, because I turned. He's not. We'll go ahead and have the Cronus continue sprinting because I don't think we're in range of anything. Alright. At the Phoenix Hawk or at the Locust would actually be better. Sixes. Yeah, we'll take some 6s and 8 goodness on the Locust. Sure. Not even close to being in range. Alright, so we did tag the Locust in the right arm, a solid hit for once, and then a glancing blow to the right leg for 2 damage, and then 4 missiles to the center torso, left and right torso, and the right arm destroying it. Miss, miss, miss. The Hermes hit us with a medium laser to the right leg, leaving us with 11 armor. The Wasp hits us in the left leg for 5, leaving us with 11 armor. Other than that, everything from everyone misses. Can we try to kick this Phoenix Hawk and knock him down? On a 5, I like those odds. We kicked him in the left leg for 11. Wasp kicked us in the left leg for 4. We're down to 7 armor there. Nobody falls down. Phoenix Hawk missed us. I'm at 12. Jeez. Oh, we have finally won initiative. I say finally, as if this mission didn't just start. And we will continue advancing up this 2nd street. Yeah, we can move you first. Full speed ahead. We're worried about covering hexes more than literally anything else. Is it time to stop sprinting? Not quite. Okay, we've got contact between our northern forces and our southern forces. As the Wasp goes sprinting past the Cronus, who is sprinting in the opposite direction. Now we've got a Wolverine. We can possibly get out of everyone's line of sight and focus on this Hermes for a second. On a 9. We'll build up 3 heat on 9s, I think. No target for you. No target for you this turn. No target for you. And no target for you. So the Wolverine misses on 9s. The Hermes, needing 9s and 12s, does land a medium laser on our left torso. We're down to 15 armor there. Everything else from everyone else misses. Now we kick on like a 7. We'll kick on a 7 with a 4 pilot. He kicked us in the left leg, which damaged one of our jump jets. We missed our kick on him, sadly. We need 2 piloting skill checks for being kicked and missing a kick, and we make them both. Because piloting 4 for the win. But that jump jet is going to be an issue. Because that is going to put a serious damper on our maneuverability. Alright, we'll start by deploying the Awesome down here. Way down here. Excuse me. So we'll have, I think, the 2 archers here and here. And I see that hunchback, and I know it's a 4G. And the Orion here. We'll start with the Wasp, who we know has one objective, and that is get out of dodge. Our soon-to-be crippled Wolverine, who's about to lose his left leg in another couple solid hits. He's already lost one of his jump jets. Maybe we can get in behind this LTV-4 and perhaps immobilize it and continue our retreat. Do we take out the rocket launcher turret, or do we just keep sprinting? Yeah, we'll just keep sprinting. Cronus. Cronus, I think, is going to slow down to a run. So we should theoretically have shots on a couple of guys here. Awesome is sprinting for that one extra hex. All right, Petra is going to walk up to this striker. There is a hunchback in her back. Swell. Mark III archer is the one that is missing an arm. Select Mark II. Check the armor. Yeah. We're gonna have Mark II run up and punch the hunchback in the back twice. And we'll have Mark III archer. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a great range for the missiles, but we will try it. All right, so Galleon and the Striker both need 4s and 3s. They make it. Heavy building absorbs 2 points of damage. I wonder what happened there. Hermes 2 falls and takes 4 to the left arm. Skids into the Wolverine. Misses the Wolverine, displacing it, and then suffering 2 damage from the skid to the center torso, destroying his searchlight. So where did that happen? What exactly? So the Hermes is prone now, displacing the Wolverine. Interesting. We need to save our arms for punching. So we're probably going to take some 9s on this Vedette. Other archer. Fires the lasers, fires the missiles. Into the back of that hunchback. Petra. I think gonna help out against this Wolverine, perhaps? Or the Vedette. I think the Vedette is the better choice. Build up 1 point of heat by keeping one of the lasers silent. This Wolverine against that Wolverine on 9s. After a full jump, we only have enough heat left over for 1 laser in the SRM. A full jump even isn't even what it was at one point. All right, Lark has no targets. Cronus has a 12 shot on the Wolverine. We will take a 12 and hope for something better next turn. Tsubasa with large lasers needs another turn or 2 to get closer. Closer sprinted, Wasp sprinted. All right, the Vedette hitting our Wolverine in the chest for 5 points, leaving us with 15 armor. Our Archer firing at the Vedette, hitting with 12 LRMs to the turret, critting out his weapon, and the right side, stunning the crew, down to 11 armor on that right side. The Galleon missing. Hunchback missing the Orion in the back with the big gun hitting 2 medium lasers to the right arm, center torso, rear, and the small laser to the right torso, rear. Fortunately, the Orion is a big boy and is not super worried about this. The Mark III Archer hitting the Hunchback in the back with a medium laser, 0 armor remaining, and then hitting 9 missiles, 5 of them to the center torso, rear, hitting the engine and the gyro, so he is likely going to fall. And 4 to the right arm. The Vedette on the Mark III Archer hitting 2 SRMs to the left leg and left torso, no big deal. LTV4 missing with his PPC. The Orion, our Orion, hitting the Vedette in the right side with 3 LRMs, causing him +1 to driving rolls. The Hermie is missing. The Wolverine hitting our Wolverine in the damaged left leg with a large laser, down to 4 structure there. And the left arm with a medium laser. Our Wolverine is in serious danger. 1 more medium laser to that left leg, and he is going down and staying down. Our Wolverine missing their Wolverine on 9s. Their Wasp hitting our Wolverine in the head. Lieutenant Pedro making his first consciousness check, and then 1 missile to the right arm. The Cronus missing on his 12. The Panther hitting the Archer Mark III in the left torso with his PPC, and then the Striker hitting with all 15 of his LRMs to the right leg, center torso, and left leg. Archer stays standing, the Wolverine stays standing, the Hunchback stays standing. That's fine, that just means I can punch him in the back. I kind of want to lead with that, just to see how it does. A 7 and a 5. Oh, because of that actuator. Well, hopefully one of those hits that center torso. And we will kick on a 4, sure. He's going to be kicking us, and there's a good chance he's going to be destroying our leg. So we might as well return the favor. Stiletto does not actually have a target. So, Archer, punching the Hunchback in the center torso rear, critting out his gyro twice. He is definitely going down. No roll needed. And he might even kill himself on the way down. So we're going to say 1 killed, 60 provisionally. We'll see how that goes. Their Wolverine kicks our Wolverine in the left leg, destroying the leg and transferring into the left torso. So he's definitely going down. Orion kicking the Striker in the front, leaving it with 9 armor and costing it a movement point. Our Wolverine kicking their Wolverine in the left leg for 11, leaving him with 8 armor. Our Wolverine goes down, takes 5 to the left arm and 1 to the head. Pedro makes his second consciousness check and does avoid falling damage, needing a 10, getting an 11. Very nice. That would have been a 3rd consciousness check, and I don't want to count on that. Wolverine stays standing. Hunchback with its destroyed gyro goes down, takes 5 to the left torso. Needs a 9 to avoid damage and succeeds. Our Wolverine is at 3 heat. Their Panther is at 3 heat. Their Wolverine is at 5. Their Hunchback is at 8. We have won the initiative, and we are losing the BV battle. Barely. It's close, but they're pulling ahead. Alright, Petra will continue to advance on this mess to cover our Wolverine. Alright, Lark and Tsubasa still trying to get into range of something. Do we run it or do we walk it? I think we run it this turn, maybe walk it next turn. Six. Or we could stand still. Gives us a range of 7. Which, I mean, we could tear that Wasp a new one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Now, it's listed as heavy damage, but they seem to be ignoring it for now. Hunchback ejected, so that still goes to the Archer. I thought I was going to die falling. Ejection, same thing as far as I'm concerned. His gyro is destroyed because we punched him in the back, which was outstanding rolls. And depending on how this mission goes, we might be able to get that as salvage. So we've got the Hermes 2, actually. Well, excuse you. Thank you. We've got 11s there versus 12s there and 12s there. 11s and 12s is not great. Nines are better. That would be 6s, actually. So yeah, we'll do fire, fire, skip, fire, fire on 6s at the Hermes. We'll skip those two and we'll take 7s on the Wasp, and really only one of them needs to hit to be effective. Because that's such a big gun and such a little target. We will take 7s on the Hermes. We'll take all the 7s, thank you. Oh, so we are actually a target still. So we will take a pair of 8s and a 9. Yeah, we'll build up 4 heat. There we go. Lark, you sprinted, didn't you? Lowest blocked by terrain. Outside of visual range. Okay, no targets one way or the other. So we've got an 11 there. Versus a 9 there. We'll take the 9. But the 13s are kind of useless. You sprinted this turn, didn't you? Anyway, nothing is in range. Alright, our archer at the Hermes, landing 20 LRMs to the right arm, right leg, center torso, and left torso, and that's going to force a piloting check. The galleon missing. Our archer on the Wasp hits with 25 LRMs, center torso rear, right torso rear, right arm, right arm destroyed, right torso rear destroyed, and 1 to the left leg. So not quite a kill, but one of his arms is down to 2 and the other one is gone. Wouldn't have minded legging him, but we'll see what happens next. The Vedette landing 2 SRMs on the Archer to the left arm and left leg. LTV-4 missing. The Orion hitting the Hermes in the head, hitting the life support and the sensors on his crit roll. So not the cockpit, but life support and sensors. Sensors is going to impair him quite a lot. Medium laser to the center torso, leaving him with 5 armor and 4 SRMs. Center torso, left arm, right arm. The Hermes landing his autocannon on the Archer for 5 to the right leg, leaving us with 21 armor. Wolverine on the Orion missing on 10s. Our Wolverine on the Galleon hitting him in the front with a medium laser, leaving him with 6 armor. 5 SRMs, 3 of them hitting the front, costing him half of his movement points and all of his armor. 2 to the turret, leaving him with 10 armor. So that Galleon is, if not crippled, at least badly hurt. Wasp landing 2 SRMs on the Orion to the right torso, rear, and right arm. Cronus missing on a 9. Panther hitting the Archer Mark II in the center torso with his PPC. And landing 3 SRMs to the right arm and right leg. Archer takes a random 3 damage to the left torso, destroying his searchlight. Bastards. And the Hermes 2 falls down, taking 4 to the right torso, forcing his second consciousness check, and he blacks out. So the Hermes 2 is unconscious. Can't punch him. Can punch. No, can't punch him. It's the only thing we've got kicking this building. I think it is. Yeah, we're not going to kick the building for no reason. We will kick this here striker on a 4 and on a 2. Missed on the 4, but fortunately didn't fall down. Kicked him for 14 to the rear, where he still has 4 armor remaining. And we picked up one of the I guess that was the Hunchback pilot by the Archer. Their Panther is at 17th, their Wolverine is at 10. Our Wolverine is at 4. Everyone else is at 2 or less. We've won initiative. We're winning the BV 93 to 79. Alright, let's start with this guy. You're going there. Yes. Follow that with this guy. I could please, thank you. Even after I said thank you. Just in case. So I can't get back shots. So the Hermes has been immobilized. Mark III Archer has some lasers with which it can capitalize on that. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So that's going to be medium range for everything. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. I don't have line of sight on this Panther. Unless I go here, and then I'd only be able to fire 2 lasers at him. Let's see what the Wasp does. Maybe we can finish him off. I doubt we'll be able to see anyone in range for this. I think we'll spend 1 more turn sprinting. Yeah, I can see the AC kicked on my monitor. So I apologize for the background noise, y'all. Wolverine, I think, will stay still where they are. Oh, there's that Phoenix Hawk that was being such a bother before. How tall is this building? 5 versus 6. So if we go here, should give us a range of 3. We've got the medium lasers and the SRMs. I like it. That was a height 6 building. That's a height 3 building. Yeah, I'd like to focus down this Phoenix Hawk. He's just so mobile. Oh, the Locust pilot falls down and blacks out. Needs a 7 to regain consciousness. We'll take some 6s. Sure, we'll take all of your 6s. Thank you. Shooting some more at this Phoenix Hawk. We'll take some more 6s all day long. Do we... next turn, if we don't jump, we'll fire all the mediums, but not the large. We'll throw in a couple of 7s at that. We'll throw a couple of 4s at that. Build up some heat, no big deal. And we'll throw in some 5s as well. And a 3, and sure, we'll go up to 4 heat. On a 6 at this range versus an 8. No, we'll take the 6. It would be really hilarious if we killed him with an LRM 20 at close range. Lark has nothing in range. Tsubasa has a little more range, but still has no targets. Alright, the Orion missing 4 for 4 on 6s. That is disappointing. That is really disappointing. The Cronus, however, hitting him in the left leg with a large laser, going internal and critting on his upper leg, and then following that with 3 SRMs to the left arm, down to 4 armor there. The Vedette landing an autocannon 2 on the Archer's left arm, we're down to 20 armor. The Archer at the Phoenix Hawk missing both of the LRM 20s on 7s. At the Hermes, hits the center torso with 2 out of his 3 medium lasers, critting the gyro, leaving him with 5 structure, and hitting the right arm and critting the arm there. Wolverine finishing the job on the Hermes. Nice job. Didn't need to fire the SRMs at all. But what else were we going to do with those? Archer Mark II hitting the Locust in the nothing because he's inside a building. So this is interesting. Barely hit the Locust. Got a glancing blow, which is then redirected to the heavy building since the Locust is inside the building. So I guess technically we got a glancing blow on the building because the Locust has the quirk. That's interesting. I thought they patched that. That was for hiding behind a building. So I guess there's a different bit of code for inside a building. Yeah, let me just screen grab that real quick so I can submit that as a bug. The Phoenix Hawk falls down, takes 5 to the chest, leaving him with 18 armor. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 6. Petra, you do not have a melee target. Wyvern, nor do you. You, however, kick the building, maybe knock down something. Stiletto does not have a melee target either. Archer kicks the building for 14. It collapses due to heavy load. Panther is hit in the right arm by 3 points of falling debris. The Locust moves through the heavy building. Fails his consciousness check fails his piloting check because the pilot's unconscious. Takes 9 to the left leg, which transfers into the left torso. The Panther falls 6 levels, causing an accidental fall from above onto the Locust. Locust takes 3 damage from the collision to the left torso. Panther takes 28 points of damage to the rear. To the left arm, center torso rear, right torso rear, center torso rear again, right arm and right leg. The pilot of the Panther needs a 15 to avoid falling damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious. Locust is displaced. Locust is hit by falling debris for 18 damage to the left torso, left arm, and head. Okay, left torso, left arm, head, and left torso, which is destroyed and transfers into the center torso. So that was a very potent kick. We kicked the building that the Phoenix, that the The Panther was on and the Locust was in, and we caused a collision between the two. So, low profile building, right? That was a highly effective kick. I'm glad we unloaded on the Locust because if we hadn't, the building would have been strong enough to survive that. Yeah, that's, let me total up the damage. The kick didn't itself only damage the building, but that's 3, 12, 15, 43, 43, 61. 61 damage from a kick. So, yeah, highly effective melee phase for us. Including back shots on the Panther and a head hit on the Locust. Very nice. Prone and displaced and all that good stuff. That's that's the kind of excitement that I'm here for. So the Archer, the Wolverine, and the Cronus are all at 4 heat. The Archer Mark II is at 3 heat. Their Panther is at 8, their Phoenix Hawk is at 7, their Wolverine is at 7. We've lost the initiative because we rolled a 3, but we are really pulling ahead BV-wise. 93 to their 71. They're down to 8,500 out of 12,000. We've lost just under 1,000 of our own. Oh, that was exciting. Alright, first thing that's going to happen is our little ally here is going to flee the field, completing objective number 1. Poser is going to sprint for this round. Tsubasa, I don't think you need to sprint this round. I think we can just run you up. Lark, you're close range. You're still sprinting. Try to go some back shots on that Vedette with our 3 medium lasers and maybe a kick. Petra gonna try to be at medium range from the Saladin, or at least for his gun. He flanked. He is a 5-5, so that's 5, 6, 7 for his movement, 8 for our movement, 9, 10 for range. I feel like that's an acceptable risk. Needing 10s from him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s for us. And I'm wishing we had an LBX on this thing, because, oh, I love LBXs against hover tanks. It's pretty unfair, actually. I don't want to be in front of that Saladin at a range of 3 hexes. Sorry, but no. We'll get into kicking range of the Vedette instead. Wasp flees the battlefield, Vedette flees the battlefield, so no one gets the kill on 64. The Vedette needs a 5 for flanking, and turning gets an 8. Alright, starting with Petra, I thought we needed, oh, Dusk Dawn. So we need 8s, he's gonna need 11s, I forgot to account for that. So that's gonna be an 8. And how about a couple of, well, we can build up a little heat. We'll go 10, 10, 10. 3 points of heat. Not too much for, combat rate, mid-combat. The AI is super bad with hover tanks if you play with variable gravity, which I don't usually. On low gravity worlds, it constantly goes too fast and crashes them. Interesting. I haven't messed around too much with high and low gravity worlds. I understand it takes like extra piloting skill rolls for exceeding your movement rating by a certain amount or more. But I don't know all the modifiers. Got an 11 there. Or a 10 there. We'll take the 10 for heat neutral. And we'll take a couple of 9s there. Not the 10, even though it is only one heat. We will take a couple of 7s there. 11. I don't know if an 11 is worth 4 heat at the end of the turn. Lark, you sprinted because you've got no targets in range. The Cronus, however, can you hit Phoenix Hawk on 8s? Yes, you can. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Let's go with the SRM and hope that we hit with at least 3 of them to make it worth it. Assuming we hit at all. We've got 10s on the Trebuchet here. 10s on the Phoenix Hawk. Low gravity lets you move further, but you have to make a PSR if you exceed your normal speed. If you fail, you take internal structure damage to your legs. High gravity lowers your movement. And that applies for jumping as well as walking and running, or just walking and running? Because I think I've seen someone playing on a high gravity world and they didn't have as many jumping movement points as they normally did, if I recall. Yeah. That's interesting. I've been meaning to play around with that. I just hadn't gotten around to it yet, to be honest. Or we could actually do like 1 heat, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do 1 heat like so. We sprinted, didn't we? No, I guess we didn't. Boom. All right. Orion hits the Saladin in the front, costing it a movement point. And then 3 SRMs also to the front, costing it more movement and almost all of its armor. It's down to 1 point. Our Archer Mark III at the Vedette, hitting it in the rear with a medium laser, the left side with a medium laser, down to 13 armor there and costing it a movement point. Missing the Trebuchet with the LRM-20. Vedette hitting the Archer with a single SRM to the left torso. The LTV-4 hover tank hitting the Archer with 2 SRMs to the, would have been the head, but goes to the left torso and the right leg, thanks to Edge. Our Wolverine at their Wolverine, landing 3 SRMs to the left torso, left arm, and center torso. Their Wolverine at our Wolverine, landing a medium laser to the left arm, leaving us with 1 armor there. They hate those archers, they really do. The Mark II Archer hits the Vedette in the right side with a medium laser, down to 13 armor. Cronus at the Phoenix Hawk, hitting the left leg, critting out the hip and the lower leg, so we might be seeing him eject soon, depending on how his movement points are looking. He had been a 696. When he critted the upper leg, that would have been 586. Hip would make it 3-5. Lower leg would make it 2-3. So he's actually not quite immobile. And the SRM-4 hitting with 2 SRMs. Probably would have preferred a medium laser in that case. Left arm and center torso. Saladin firing an autocannon 20 at our Orion, missing on an 11. Blackjack missing the Trebuchet on 10s. Trebuchet missing the Wolverine on 9s. Striker missing on a 10. Poser hitting the building for 3 PPCs and 2 medium lasers, taking it from 100 construction factor down to 60. Petra, can you punch? No, he's probably up too high. How much construction factor does this building have? 74. If you're gonna hang out there, I'm gonna punch it. Wow, I hit all my shots. I hit all my shots. Yeah, you certainly did. It's funny because you didn't have to roll for any of them. But because it started the round with 100 construction factor, none of them was enough to overcome its threshold. So you did hit for 40 points of damage. Sadly, that wasn't enough to actually do anything except take off its construction factor and make it easier to crit next turn. And we're probably not going to have a chance to shoot it next turn. Pick on an 8 with a veteran pilot. Yeah, I'll take that chance. Oh, the Cronus kicked the Saladin in the right side for 11 points and destroyed the Saladin. That is lovely. That is why I kicked on an 8. The Orion punches the building for 8. The Archer kicks the Vedette in the rear for 14, leaving it with 1 armor and half its movement points. Archer kicks the Vedette in the turret for 14, leaving it with 6 armor. So, that is a kill. Saladin gone is nice. Is very nice. Do not like Saladins. I'm not a fan of fielding them because they're just a little too disposable, but I hate going against them too because, well, they're disposable and they're an autocannon 20 that moves ridiculously fast. Our Orion and the Wolverine are both at 3 heats. The Cronus is at 4. Their Phoenix Hawk is at 5. The Wolverine is at 8. Trebuchet is at 0. We've won the initiative. All right, so with the Saladin gone, that's a major threat off the field. I could have sworn you had sprinted last turn, so I don't know why you were even able to shoot, but apparently you were. Either that or I messed up and you didn't actually sprint. Tsubasa, I kind of want to wait and follow this Trebuchet. Lark. I kind of want to wait for the Blackjack to move first. Our Wolverine has seen better days, but honestly, depending on how it gets hit, could last a while longer. So we're gonna sit there. Let's see. If we back up 1, we'd get him out of our minimum range, but we'd replace that with a movement modifier. And it would also add some heat. I think we're actually just going to stand still and try to lob some LRMs into the damaged back of that Panther. And I think Wyvern... Wyvern is facing towards this way, right? Yeah. I think Wyvern will do likewise. Yeah, let's try and take out that Panther real quick and maybe kick one of those tanks into oblivion. We'll walk up to an LTV-4 and punch and kick it to death, or, you know, laser and kick it to death. And that frees up the hex that Lark can run into. Control that intersection. Stiletto. Maybe get back shots on this Phoenix Hawk. And Petra. Backshots on the LTV4 maybe? It does have a lot of armor. Galleon and the Wasp both flee the battlefield. So those are not going to be kills for anyone, but they are worth count towards victory. Alright. Can we... I know we sprinted this turn. Can we still shoot? Nope. Outside of visual range. 8s versus 6s. Ooh. The LTV has a PPC and 4 SRMs worth 684 points versus 637. So the LTV is actually considered a bigger threat at this point. Maybe we can immobilize it on some 8s. Maybe we can do some good there. We'll have Tsubasa try to follow up with that. And again, you know what? It's worth firing the large laser. Heck, we can do that. Spend next turn cooling down. This turn is for laser. Yeah, we're gonna wreck that Panther this turn. And this LTV on 9s, we're probably not gonna wreck it, but maybe we can do some good. Lark has entered the fray. He's got 10s on this trebuchet because the trebuchet jumped 5 hexes. And because we ran. But maybe we get lucky on that 10. And we can throw in the 12 as well, because why not? We have the heat sinks for it. And then we'll get some back shots on this Phoenix Hawk on 5. We'll go 1, 2. We'll go 3 medium lasers and hold it there. Alright, so the Vedette hitting the Archer in the right leg with a machine gun, an SRM, and an autocannon 2 each to the left arm. So, not too much damage there. We're down to 16 armor. LTV4 missing with the PPC, hitting with 3 SRMs to the right torso, left torso, and right arm. The Orion hitting the LTV4 in the left side with a glancing blow from the autocannon, costing it half of its movement points, which is pretty cool. And for 2 SRMs to the rear and the left side, both of those immobilizing it. So that's going to be an easy kick target. The Blackjack hitting the LTV4 in the turret with a medium laser, and not much else. Phoenix Hawk missing the Orion on a 9. Archer hitting the Panther with 24 missiles to the left arm, center torso, rear, and head, knocking him unconscious. Left leg, left arm, and center torso, rear, critting on the engine. Panther. Oh, Snikes. Who was piloting that Wolverine? That was Pedro, right? Yeah. Sorry, Pedro. You will be missed. I'm just glad that it wasn't like Lark or Hoser or Earl or... Yep, Pedro Tizon in the Halls of Honor took a PPC to his already damaged head. Rip Pedro. Yeah, we got a headshot on the Panther, knocked him out, and then they turned around and got a headshot on us and killed us. So Rest in peace, Pedro. You served us well. More importantly, we get to keep the Wolverine. Let's see, the Archer Mark II landing 20 LRMs to the Panther to the left leg, hitting the foot and upper leg, and destroying the leg entirely, destroying the left arm entirely. 12 LRMs to the left torso rear, destroying it by ammo explosion. Yeah, no, I didn't figure you were complimenting the Panther for killing Pedro. However, we did get our revenge, destroying the Panther, at least. And honestly, I'd be a lot more torn up if it was anyone but Pedro. But Pedro, we just kind of like hired him on the side of the road. He was an NPC. I actually had forgotten that we had him on the rolls for a while. So not to belittle his sacrifice, but I'm glad it was him and not someone else. LTV4 is stunned and immobilized again, leaving it with one armor on the left side. Trebuchet missing, the Hunchback landing a medium laser on the Trebuchet, and 2 medium lasers, both to the right torso, leaving it with 5 armor. Striker hitting the Orion with 9 missiles to the left leg and center torso. Cronus on the Phoenix Hawk to the center torso rear with 2 medium lasers, critting out the engine. That's going to be some heat problems down the line for him. Because he did fire his large laser this turn, didn't he? And a medium laser to the right arm. Nobody is at risk at falling. Alright, we can kick him on a 2. We will certainly do that. We can kick the Striker on a 2. We will certainly do that. We cannot kick an enemy from there. And this building has a construction factor of 74. So we might as well, if that Phoenix Hawk isn't going to stand up, we might as well try and take the building out from under it. And then another kick on the LTV4 on a 3. Orion destroys the LTV4 with the first kick. Archer immobilized the Striker with his kick. Cronus kicks the building. It's down to 63 construction factor. And the Blackjack kicks the dead LTV4 in the turret. So they're down to 2 mechs, the Phoenix Hawk and the Trebuchet that we're aware of. Phoenix Hawk is at 3 heat. That must have been a medium laser he fired this turn. Otherwise, he would have been at plus 3 heat for the turn instead of minus 2. Orion is at 3 heat. Archer's at 3 heat. Cronus is at 3 heat. Blackjack is at 4 heat. Hoser's Right is at 0. Cooled that off. We've won the initiative this round. They're down to 41% of their remaining BV. I'm starting to wonder where the rest of their forces are, because all I'm seeing is a prone Phoenix Hawk, a Vedette, and a Striker. Also a Trebuchet and a Maxim. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that Maxim. Hoser, is it worth 1 hex to sprint? If that Trebuchet moves for... Oh, wait, no. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna hope that Trebuchet moves forward. And into our line of sight. Maybe not a run. I mean, at this point, it might actually be worthwhile. Try to make it off the field, since we've basically crippled most of their forces. But let's see. 1, 2, 3 hexes from the Vedette. Or we could do, yeah. Since we're not going to be evasive anyway, we'll go for lasers on the Vedette and kick on the Striker. Lark will walk over to that Maxim and try to unload in its face. Stiletto I think we'll be jumping into the back of this trebuchet. Tsubasa, I think, will also try to gang up on this trebuchet. Maxim needs a 6, gets an 11, so he successfully maneuvered. Alright, Petra has no targets. Except maybe this immobile pilot over here, but I don't think so. Or mayhap the striker? No, we can actually hit the striker. Which side of you is damaged most? It looks like we want to go for the rear. Rear must be that one. So we'll fire the one and only weapon that we have that'll hit that thing. We will try to finish off this locust with some medium lasers to the head. And an alarm 20, because why not? Lasers on the vedette, like I said. Yeah, we'll spend this as a cooldown turn. Autocannon 20 on the Maxim on a 9. Medium lasers likewise on 9s. Always take the front shots before the back shots, because what if you blow off an arm and then it transfers into the rear torso? That's just how I see it. And we'll build up a couple of heat on some 10s. We'll build up probably more than a couple heat on 9s. 1, 2, 3. A 9. 9 is not great. If it was like a 7 or an 8, I would build up to 5 heat, but I'm not going to. Hoser sadly has only one. Wait. Nope. Has no targets in range. The Orion missed on a 7. The Vedette hit the Archer in the center torso and the left leg, and the left leg again, all for 2 points of damage from 3 different weapons that all do 2 damage. Archer at the Locust hits the head, but apparently doesn't hit the head. I thought, did the Locust get displaced? I thought the building fell on the Locust and the Panther got displaced. So yeah, would have hit the head. Would have hit the head. Missed entirely. The building is down to 56 construction factor. Okay, well that was a wasted turn and ammo. Their Wolverine at our Hunchback, hitting the left arm, left leg, and the right torso rear, critting out the autocannon 23 times. So that's not going to be salvageable, I don't think. Building fell on the Locust, then the Panther fell on the Locust, displacing it. Okay, so the Locust is in a different building than the one that he was in that fell on him. Well, I guess I didn't notice the busted building next to where he is, and I just saw, oh, a Locust that I can shoot at, so I'll shoot at him. Autocannon 20 is badly critted out. Right torso rear getting hit with some more SRMs, and the left torso rear also down to 0 armor. So this Hunchback really needs to not let anyone behind him for the rest of the battle. Archer on the Vedette, hitting it in the right side, costing it half of its movement points. Phoenix Hawk missing on a 12. Hunchback missing on 9s, except for 1 medium laser to the turret. The Maxim on the Hunchback, hitting with 2 machine guns to the right and center torsos. The Blackjack missing on 10s, Trebuchet missing on 10s, Cronus missing on 9s. Hunchback falls on its front, takes 5 to the left torso. Jacoby must roll a 5 to avoid damage, rolls a 6. Alright, Petra, you're not doing that. Yep, there's the busted building right there. Well, we can still try to drop another building on this locust. 14 points at a time. Oh. Yeah. Okay. You didn't have to make a loud noise for it. Kick him on a 7. Yes, I think so. Kick him on an 8. Perhaps not. It's a 40% chance of missing, or of hitting. So 60% chance of a miss. And then on a 2, 3, or 4, 1 in 6 chance of failing. Oh, well, that's actually not that risky. If we kick him, and the Cronus succeeds as well, we can force an extra piloting check for 20 damage. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, Archer kicks the building for 14. Archer kicks the striker to the front and kills it. Trebuchet kicks the blackjack to the left leg for 10. Cronus misses, blackjack misses, blackjack falls, takes 5 to the right leg. Adan Gato must roll 5 to avoid damage, rolls a 9. Pilot of the Locust succeeds in waking up. The pilot on her feet, or on foot, I should say, stays unconscious. Phoenix Hawk is at 6 heat, Wolverine is at 5. Everyone else is at 2 or less. We've won the initiative. They're down to 38% of their forces. Alright, Lark. Okay, without turning your back on anyone, please. Needs a 4. Give me a 4. That looked like a 4. Yeah. Alright, so we need to remember there's still a Maxim here and a Wolverine here. Was there anything down this road that I'm forgetting about? Oh, a harasser. Can we do something like that and kick the vedette? Shoot missiles at the harasser? Yeah, I like that. I like that. We'll build up 1 point of heat for walking, no big deal. Yeah, we'll do that. Get eyes on this Maxim. And the Wolverine, apparently. Let's see, the Cronus with Stiletto. Oh, cannot jump there. Is that what, height 5? Oh, okay. Don't know why we didn't just go that way. Try to take some back shots on that Wolverine with the heat sinks that we have. Tsubasa fell down by missing a kick. Can also take some shots on the Wolverine. Poser. See here. Not quite short range. Short range on the Wolverine. And then start backing off. Yeah. Yeah, that Wolverine has been a pain in my butt. Oh, Locust ejects and dies. So no one, I guess. It wasn't. Hold on, how badly damaged was this thing? Can I not see? It's showing me the hand icon, but I guess I can't see what it looked like before it ejected. I mean, I know we did a ton of damage to it. Destroyed one of its arms, right torso, I think. When we kicked the building out from under it. Oh, it was missing a leg? I knew it was missing an arm and a torso. But if he was missing a leg, was that the building falling on him? Who did that? Was that round 10? Which, I know it was one of the archers. Okay, that was Archer 1. Gets the kill on Locust 52. Alright. Yeah, 9 damage to the left leg, into the left torso. Left arm into the center torso. Yeah, left arm, center torso, rear. Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to relive that for a second. Alright, so, that was the Angler was the name of the archer, I believe, that got that kill. Everyone else succeeds in doing their thing. Alright. Oh, we've got shots on this trebuchet on 7s, which we will definitely take as much of as we can. And then I guess we don't have a target for the LRMs on anything better than a 13, so we'll call that done. Wyvern on the Phoenix Hawk on 8s, boom, boom, boom. And then the LRMs on the Trebuchet, I think, on 10s. Yeah, we'll build up 3 heat for that. We wanted to go kicking distance for that, but we wanted missiles on the Harasser. On 9s? Jeez, I was hoping for a better shot. Lark getting tagged on that right side by that Wolverine, who is in your dead spot. Oh, we don't have a right arm. Yeah, sorry, Lark, you've got no targets. Cronus on the Wolverine on 10s. We'll go 1, 2, skip 1 and 3. Builds up 2 heat. Tsubasa on 10s. Go 13 plus 12 is 25. Yeah, we'll do that. And Hoser also on the Wolverine. Some good shots on 7s. I mean, I'm hoping they all hit. I'm not expecting them all to hit, but I'm hoping. 7's better than a 50-50. Lark can roll on the ground, that will help morale if nothing else. Okay, so the Orion hitting the Trebuchet in the left leg with his autocannon and a medium laser, hitting the left arm with a medium laser as well. The Harasser hitting the Archer in the center torso with a flamer, missing with both SRMs. The Vedette hitting the Archer in the center torso with a machine gun, right torso with an SRM, missing with the autocannon. So it didn't get the trifecta. Let's see. Mark 3 Archer at the Phoenix Hawk, landing a medium laser to the right torso where he's down to 13 armor. And 20 missiles to the Trebuchet into the right torso, causing the ammo explosion and getting the kill. So, that is the Mark 3 Archer ID 4. Was not the one who got the Locust, just for clarity's sake. Destroyed by ejection. Wolverine missing the Hunchback on 9s. Archer missing the Harasser on 9s. Phoenix Hawk missing the Archer. Cronus missing the Wolverine. Maxim landing 4 SRMs on the Blackjack to the left leg, right arm, right torso, down to 12 armor on that right arm. And 3 LRMs to the center torso, down to 16 armor there. Blackjack responds by hitting the Wolverine in the right leg with a medium laser, down to 14 armor. Trebuchet hits the Orion in the chest with a medium laser for 5, down to 27 armor. Hoser landing 2 PPCs and a large laser on the Wolverine. That's left arm, left torso, down to 0 armor on that left torso. Wolverine falls down, partly due to his cramped cockpit, partly due to the fact that he rolled a 3. Takes 5 to the left torso, critting out his SRM and a jump jet, and 1 to his right leg, and forcing his first consciousness check, which he narrowly succeeds. Okay, can we kill this vedette, please, on a 3? And then we can go ahead and try to kick this building. We are not going to try to kill that pilot. Archer kicks the vedette in the front, but does not kill it. That is one tough vedette. Cronus kicks the building. It's going to take a couple more before it comes down. Pilot stays asleep. Archer is at 3 heat. Archer's at 1 heat. Cronus at 2 heat. Awesome is at 2 heat. Phoenix Hawk at 4. Wolverine at 10. 10 heat on that Wolverine. So he's going to be effectively a 3-5 next turn. So he's going to have 2 chances to get up at best. We've won the initiative. They're down to 26% of their forces remaining. All right, folks, let's wrap this up. Really want to kill that frickin' vedette. Okay, Hoser. You back up to here. Can you still see the Wolverine? Looks like you can. It's gonna be medium range. That's okay. Hopefully he actually gets up and makes himself an easier target. Alright, so we can go like so, perhaps. Try to catch that vedette out in the open. Petra and the Orion. We're gonna. I want to kill this Maxim, but he hasn't moved yet, so I don't know where he's going to go. Wyvern in the Mark III Archer. We'll continue trying to get off the field, I suppose. Petra in the Orion. We'll be able to take shots at the platoon if nothing else. Center mouse button, click on 2 hexes. I usually use control click, but yeah. It gets a little wonky, I think, when you're looking at a target that's on top of a building. But yeah, control click, control click. Line of sight is blocked by terrain because I guess he got down off of the building he was on and is now prone over here, which leaves him open to shots by this archer. Oh man, he just fell off of that building, it looks like. Actually, yeah, let's just go right there into the back of that Wolverine with all the medium lasers. Oh, the Maxim has decided to advance entirely on Tsubasa. Who will, I think, back up to here, take some large laser shots on this Maxim. Yeah. Large lasers on the Maxim at short range and then kick the harasser, I think. Alright, Wolverine succeeds in getting up, leaps down, fails his piloting check there, takes 3 damage to each leg, taking critical hits that don't have any effect. Tries to make another check for falling, which he fails. Falls 3 levels, suffering 24 damage. To the center torso, right leg, center torso, right arm. And then needs a 9 to avoid damage and gets a 10. But he fell down 10 hexes. He really did not want to be up on that building anymore. Yeah, we'll take some 6 on this infantry platoon. Oh, the harasser is shooting at us. We need 12s to hit him. We need 7s to hit him. That's an easy choice. We'll even take a 9 because we're heat neutral that way. Okay, I thought you would have a vedette over here that you could shoot at, but I guess not. So I guess you haven't got any targets besides this unconscious pilot who we're not going to shoot at. Lark likewise has no targets. Cronus into the back of the Wolverine on 2s. Oh, this is a time for an alpha strike if I ever saw one. That puts us at 9 heat, which is going to be a targeting penalty next round, but I think it's going to be worth it. And then Tsubasa at the maximum with 8s, and sure, we'll throw in some 10s as well, because why not? We can handle the heat. And then, can we outside of visual range? So no. So maybe backing up was not the right answer for Hoser this round. But I'm sure it's the choice he would have liked, because he doesn't like to be up close. We did kill 4 guys with medium lasers, so that's cool. The harasser missed. The archer at the Wolverine hits him in the right leg twice with medium lasers, down to 8 structure there. The Cronus at the Wolverine hits the center torso rear, the left arm, the left torso rear, and the center torso rear for an engine crit. And then 2 SRMs to the left arm, down to 6 structure there. So maybe after the kick, he'll be dead. But in the meantime, he's still not standing, but he's still there. Maxim at the Blackjack on 8s and 12s hits with 4 SRMs, including 1 to the head, forcing our first consciousness check for Adan Gato. Blackjack at the Maxim hits the right side with both medium laser or large lasers, immobilizing it. Medium laser to the right side, also destroying the stabilizer and critting on an SRM2. And he's going to be easy pickings from here on out. Lark does not have a melee target. Stiletto certainly does on a 0. Tsubasa, kick on a 7, sure. Hoser, no target. Okay, Stiletto kicks the Wolverine in the right torso rear. He's down to 8 structure there. Blackjack misses his kick on the harasser and falls, taking 5 to the right leg, but manages to avoid taking piloting damage. Cronus is at 9 heat, Blackjack is at 3, Wolverine is at 5. Latoya needs a 10 to wake up, rolls a 3. We have lost the initiative. They're down to 18% of their forces. All right. Yeah, we'll come over here and pick up this unconscious pilot. Tsubasa, who cannot stay standing for the life of him, keeps failing his missed kick rolls. We can... Yeah, we can go for that maximum at a range of 2. Assuming we get the 5, which it looked like we did. Petra maybe coming around this corner to support against the harasser. Wyvern is booking it. Lark is booking it. Stiletto is not booking it yet. And Hoser actually might even... I think Hoser's just going to walk it up. Or perhaps maybe we walk there. Try to get some shots down this alleyway. Next turn. Oh, the harasser is doing some funky maneuvering. Blackjack succeeds. Harasser needs a 6, gets a 7. Alright. Petra can't shoot at the foot platoon, apparently. But we can shoot the building. And it's got 65 points. So that's 10, 15, 20. 24-ish. Blocked by terrain, of course. Yeah, we'll do 1-8 here and a pair of 8s here for 4 heat on the Phoenix Hawk. Right. Seriously? Oh, now the Vedette wants to come out of hiding. Cronus at the Harasser on 12s because of heat, among other things. We'll lob some missiles and hope we get kind of lucky. Lark, you're not worried about shooting anyone right now. Tsubasa, where is this Maxim most hurt? On the right side, which is where we're targeting. We're going to go large, large, medium, medium, medium for 4 heat. And Hoser does not have a target this round. Orion kills 1, 2, 3, 4 guys from the foot platoon, which is great. The Harasser hits the Blackjack in the right torso rear with a flamer, 2 LRMs, 1 or SRMs to the left and right arm. Archer missing on 8s, Vedette missing on 9s and 11s, the Cronus missing on his 12, the auto rifle platoon hits the Orion for 4 damage to the left arm and center torso. Blackjack at the Maxim hits the right side, destroying it by damage. And the Phoenix Hawk missing the Archer on a 10. We're not going to kick the buildings for no reason. We're not going to step on the pilot. We are going to kick the Harasser a 9. Maybe we'll get lucky. We did not get lucky, but at least we didn't get unlucky. Archer's at 4 heat, Cronus at 3, Blackjack at 4, Awesome at 0, Phoenix Hawk is at 3. Oh, Latoya Paramita finally woke up just in time to get picked up by the Archer. Like, well, huh? What happened? Ah, I'm getting picked up. They're down to 16% of their forces. I'd like to wrap this up before I finish, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. I know we're down to just like the last couple of turns. Wyvern and the Archer. Can we trust this Vedette to continue advancing? I don't know. Petra can do something like this. Continue working on that foot platoon and any other targets that present themselves. Lark is booking it. Stiletto, not yet. Bassa, not yet. Hoser. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and move Hoser up. And, oh, the Phoenix Hawk stood. How about that? Well, what can we do besides take advantage of that? With some jumping back shots. And maybe even a front shot or 2. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap up this round and then call it. It's already 5 after. So, sorry I couldn't finish this mission. I'm honestly really looking forward to the end of this contract. But it is what it is. We rolled this mission and we'll finish it. But that does mean that either we have to get half of our forces off the board or destroy all of the enemies. And honestly, there's some good salvage here. So I wouldn't mind controlling the battlefield at the end. Also, I don't want to lose our legless Wolverine. Phoenix Hawk, bad jump. Why was that a bad jump? Oh. Oh. Cronus jumped onto a building, which... Yeah. Okay, so the Cronus is down. Took 5 to the chest, 5 to the right torso, and 2 to the left arm. I really thought that building was sturdy enough. How strong is this build? 50. So yeah, just barely. Alright. Well, yeah, that was a bad jump. We'll go da 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 da. Oh, and the Wolverine is back up as well. On 8s and a 12, or do we have anything better? We've got a 7. Yeah, we'll do 2 7s on him. Actually, 8s and 7s, or it would be 6s and 9s. We'll do 8s and 7s. And we'll do not 12s, we'll do 10s though. Oh, maybe not both of them. Lark, you're not doing anything. Can we still shoot him in the back? On 9s, we can actually. We'll try it that way. Build up a couple points of heat, but not too much. We've got 11s on the Harasser versus 6s on the Phoenix Hawk. Much 64, so we would have to hit it for like 20 points of damage. Guess how many medium lasers we have. Oh, blocked by terrain. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, we'll build up 4 heat. We'll halt it there. Outside of visual range. Alright, Orion kills 1, 2, 3, 4 more guys. They're down to 16 guys. The Harasser misses. The Archer on the Wolverine hits the left leg down to 0 armor there. Hits the Phoenix Hawk with 12 LRMs to the right torso, right leg, and right torso. Archer on the Wolverine hits with 12 LRMs to the left leg, not quite getting the crit. Right arm and center torso. Still, that +1 medium laser is not going to be a PSR. Platoon hitting the Orion for 6 damage to the left arm and left torso. The Cronus at the Phoenix Hawk hitting with 2 SRMs to the left arm and right leg. The Wolverine hitting the Archer in the right torso with a medium laser. Blackjack missing on 6s and 8s. Phoenix Hawk missing the Cronus on 8s. Petra will pick the building because the foot platoon is not a valid target. Automatic success for 15 damage. We will not do that, not do that, do that, not do that. Building destroyed, passing 4 damage onto the foot platoon. Building collapses, hitting them for 9 more. There are now 6 guys alive. I think we got time for 1 more round. And then we might even just go ahead and call it. Well, then I'd have to do the after action report. We'll see, we'll see. I can keep going until 2 hours and 15, I'll say. 1 more round, yes. We've lost the initiative, but there's down to 15% of their forces, and it shows. Go ahead and have Poser start moving down this, I wanted to say hallway. It's not even an alleyway, it's a road. Let's see. Wyvern. Can't quite see anything from where he's at. I mean, armor's still holding good. I know there's still a vedette over here that I want to kill. I don't know where over here, but he's somewhere. Mark II Archer is also in pretty decent shape right now. Maybe come over here and try to shoot down this Phoenix Hawk or something. He hasn't moved yet. He's not prone anymore. He can still jump, but I don't know if he's going to, because that's going to be a PSR. We'll go ahead and have Lark. Rocket Launcher 2. Is it worth it? No, I don't know if it's worth it. Well, he's going to get back shots on me if we do that. And I don't want that. So we'll just go here. Hopefully we'll take out that turret this turn. Where's that stinking vedette? They swarm me? They did not swarm me. They tried to swarm me. They did not. Right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we've still got Stiletto, we've got Tsubasa. It looks like it. Alright, Tsubasa. Come over here and try to block that harasser from going anywhere or doing anything. Stiletto will do a careful stand right there and shoot into the back of that Phoenix Hawk. Alright, Petra. They are now out in the open, so these should be double damage, so that should be 2, 4, 6 should be enough to kill him, and a little overkill never hurt nobody. We've got shots on the Phoenix Hawk with the mediums and the LRMs. For 2 heat, sure. Throw in a couple of 5s, throw in a 9 for 1 heat, yeah, do that. Oh, that's right, the autocannon is critted. So we'll just be 1, 2, 3, and the small, and then a kick when the time comes. Doing back shots on the Phoenix Hawk. 5s, keeping the large laser silent, because, man, for 8 heat, for 8 damage, that thing is just super expensive to fire. 8 heat is so much. Tsubasa on the harasser, needing 11s. 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, he moved. Take a cooldown turn with him. We'll take a cooldown turn with Hoser as well. Alright, the Orion kills that foot platoon. The Archer at the Phoenix Hawk hits a medium laser to the center torso. 20 LRMs to the left leg, destroying it, transferring into the left torso. To the right torso, left arm, critting out the hand and lower arm. The harasser hitting the Cronus with 4 SRMs to the right torso would have been the right leg. Left torso would have been the left leg. Archer at the Phoenix Hawk destroying the left arm, transferring into the left torso. Left leg transferring into the left torso. 12 LRMs to the left torso, center torso, and head, forcing a second consciousness check. Hunchback firing lasers at close range into that turret building, which takes all 18 of it. And still doesn't get any crits because its threshold was above 50 this turn. The Cronus at the Phoenix Hawk hitting the right arm, center torso rear for the kill. The Blackjack at the harasser landing a medium laser to the front, leaving it with 3 armor remaining, but not quite disabling or killing it. Petra, no physicals. Wyvern, no physicals. No. We are going to kick for 10 damage. You have no target, and then Tsubasa, what kind of +4 for his movement on a 9. That's a 27% chance, but if we can hit that front, he's gonna die. course, if we can't, we're probably gonna fall. Hunchback jams the turret of the hardened building. Blackjack misses his kick, but does not go down. Everyone's heat is under control. The enemy is pretty well routed. They're down to 10% of their forces, but as promised, we will have to wrap this up next week, and we're gonna save over Chase, because that is what kind of mission this is. And with that, we're also going to save our campaign here on 610, and we will say thanks for watching. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thanks for streaming. See you next time. Yeah, happy to be here. Happy to have the community. Like, comment, follow, subscribe. Link to the Discord is in my Twitch bio. Always happy to share this adventure with everyone who's along for the ride, and we will see you tomorrow for HBS or next week for more Megamek. Yes, HBS tomorrow night, as planned. Thank you, everyone, and good night, y'all.